Exactly. And I loved how you opened this question with, well, it depends on how you, the day you ask, which I think kind of gets to our next question of like, can you tell us about a time, when you feel like things were not going right or you failed, you could call it that, and just what you learned from it, how you moved on from it, how you change your mindset or, adapt.
A fantastic question, and one I try not to think about often, and it's important to think about. I would say, in specifically in higher education, I can't speak for my colleagues in industry, but in higher ed, failure or lack of success or whatever word you want to use for it is kind of part of the deal. It's part of what we do on a daily basis. The paper's not accepted, the grant's not funded, the class I taught did not go quite how I planned, right? Like it's part of the cycle, and it's hard. I'm not going to deny that there are days that you're like, man, is anything going to go right? Am I ever going to get past this? I think for me, and people have been around me enough know, when things like that are going wrong for me, it's typically when you find me running somewhere, because that's how I clear my head. And I typically run by myself, which is also something that people don't get. But it's just, you have to find that thing that allows you to kind of recenter and put it into perspective. Sometimes it's, I have 2 kids. Sometimes it's, hey guys, we're going to go, well, in the summer anyway, we're going to go hang out at the pool for the afternoon. I just need a break. I need to reset. Like, this isn't working. Sometimes it's sitting down with colleagues and talking it through and going, okay, what am I not seeing? What is going wrong? Why isn't this grant funding? Can you read this for me? Can you take a look at, what I said, or this paper isn't getting right? So really having a community that you can rely on, I think, is huge, because doing it completely by yourself is unrealistic. There is too much of sort of disappointment, failure that comes with this, that if you don't have that sense of community there from family, from friends, from colleagues, I think it becomes really challenging. I probably cannot pick out one for you that was particularly bad, but there have been a number, all the way back to grad school and since. Again, I think it's a daily or weekly thing. I mean, there's something that doesn't work quite right. I have a schedule every day that sort of falls apart, usually by about 11 o'clock. So right, it's about being flexible and figuring out kind of what are the little things that I can say, okay, I did this today, and therefore today was a success. And that's how I've had to start to frame kind of my day-to-day is, okay, so I had this list of things. If I get through 4 of them, I'm going to call today good. Sometimes that's like, I got up and I got to work, and everybody, like, projects move forward. Maybe it wasn't exactly what I wanted to accomplish that day, but something got done. And so sometimes I just think back on the day and I'm like, okay, what actually happened? And sometimes it's not with work. Sometimes the little win for me is like, hey, I got up and everybody at the house actually got something accomplished. Like, something went good with the kids at school, right? It may not be me. It may be something external to me, or one of my former students will call and say, hey, I just got this grant. Okay, when? I'll take that. That wasn't my success, that was their success, but it's still enough to go, okay, look, things aren't all bad, right? Like, there's always something that you can find that's positive in a situation. But yes, I will often go out and run when I get really frustrated. So that's usually my go-to. But everybody has a different thing that works for them. I have colleagues that are like, you will not find me running unless something's chasing me. So that's not their thing, but to each his own, right? You gotta find that thing.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. And I think I appreciate your point that it's personal, although I think Hannah and I can both relate to exercising and running to clear your head. But I like your point about just finding things to celebrate. And I think this also goes kind of in parallel with just being grateful for the things that are going well. And I think I like that you think outside of work too, like maybe if things didn't go the way you're expecting at work, but just thinking about the bigger picture. And I think this changes for me day to day too, where if like things at work aren't going well, I'm like, okay, what is the bigger picture? What are the other things going on in my life that are going well? But when work is going well, trying to take the time to appreciate that these things are going well and feeling excited about it. So being able to sort of like refocus to what's like best serving you in the moment, I think is kind of one of the takeaways I was hearing from
Absolutely.
what you were saying.
Absolutely.